Okay, so I have to apologize. The first video that I did yesterday, I had no idea it was literally just recording my screen. I'm gonna say I'm new. I think actually it's been so long since I posted that I thought new things were happening. I don't know. I pressed buttons and I went with it. Anyhow, I have made it my goal, and I think especially because of the fact that I absolutely love doing these videos. The videos I used to do. I love it. I love the editing process. I love getting this stuff off my chest. I just know I just enjoy it. But I also hate being in front of the camera. So it's like I love the result. I don't like the process. That's kind of like saying in a marriage, like, I want it to be really good, I just don't want to do the work. Anyhow, so I said I would do one of these videos every day, and I'm going to. I don't know what they're going to be like, but I was really agonizing today. I was like, you don't have to do it. I was having a really rough day at work. See, I'm already in my head going, have I gone on a tangent? Am I on the same point? Am I doing what I know some people have sent me some questions that I will, in fact, answer. Y'all crazy. Sorry. So I don't like the videoing part. And then especially, because when I am speaking on certain things, I do, this is the whole point of this, all natural, just like whatever comes out, I gotta finish my thought, or dissuade you over here, be like, say nothing. So I totally really enjoy doing the doing the editing part, and I love the end result, and I so love connecting with so many people. Like, I have been helped tremendously in the fact of really helping me get yanked out of the fact, like, though that wasn't just my congregation, it wasn't just my small town, it wasn't just my family, that kind of stuff. And so I appreciate that a lot, but I want to present myself in a decent way, so then I guess to go put on some makeup, and is my phone charged, and I think it's important to be consistent, and so that's pretty much my goal, is to I want to get content out consistently, but what I'm realizing is I'm putting like a bigger burden on myself to do like the fun videos that I like so much. And my brain's all over the place. It's like my mom has repeatedly asked me, and I'm going to watch, we're all going to the assembly, guys. Get your frozen orange juices ready. But she keeps encouraging me to watch Stephen Lett's video. Originally she was saying it was on Saturday, but then the last one she said that it was on Friday. So anyhow, and I have been tempted to look, but I want to review it like straight, regular, just, I'm extremely arachnophobic, but I love being outside, so yeah. If some kind of thing tries to attack me, call your local law enforcement. Anyhow. So I have just, my brain it's all over the place. Like, Big D and I have like so many great ideas But when it comes down to executing them, and I don't want to blame COVID for everything, but it's been a weird year, and even before that, a lot of different things and shiznits were going on. So, long story short, my way of saying, listen, I need this community, because it's helpful and healing for me. So, I do always think back to the person who opened my eyes, like, big time, where things kind of just was goat bone. I'll try to remember editing my tags and stuff later. But I'll try to remember to put a link down there. But he was just a small channel, just a guy just talking, and his mannerisms, the way it hit me hard. And so I have to hope and then remember that maybe that might work for somebody else too. So it's like a very mutual relationship. But the thing is, like I said, I love doing the videos. I love the editing piece, but I think I've overstressed myself on, I got to do this, and this. And so that's where I was just like, sometimes I get some really kick-ass ideas, and maybe I'll just hit the button and just talk about them. And that's where this kind of came born from, is whatever I look like at this point of time. Gosh, hold on, let me check. Oh God, bad angle, bad. Is that better? And to just talk, and that way I can stay connected. And maybe it's a little bit of a selfish thing, but when I see that so many of you guys are still out, and it thrills me. Anyhow, what got me going on this topic was, so my dad I have a fear of public speaking. I have a horrendous fear of public speaking. As many of you know, I used to be a writer, and when I used to go to writers' conferences, I would force myself to either participate in a panel or to mediate. I made myself get out there, and honestly, I have very few memories of it because I'm mostly just like blacked out. And I just know that the heart pounding starts, and the throbbing in the ears, and then I'm told I do very well. But it's horrifying for me. I don't like it. And I don't know why, but I'm certainly one of those people that it's like, if I feel like something's holding me back, like I want to challenge it and I want to figure it out. And by the way, that's with the exception of spiders, because I'm sorry, I don't think exposure therapy in that way is healthy at all. So I used to make myself public speak, and my father, who's, I would consider him inactive, kind of. No, I mean, by their standards, he's inactive. But anyway, at that time, he was being a very, very proud Jehovah's Witness man. And I would, he did give me, even though I was worldly, he did give me support, like with my writing stuff. He has a passion for American literature. And as stubborn as I was trying to be when I was a kid, I think I kind of followed in that way. So he was always very supportive of my writing. And I would tell him, I'm like, Dad, when I go to these conferences, I don't, I'm sorry, I know somebody just sent a message, and I was spaced out and was looking this way. I'll try to pay more attention. I apologize. And so my dad just was baffled. Mia, I don't understand. Mia, you've been going in front of the audience since you were little. You're a little girl. You're down there, and you give the magazines and the Watchtower and the Wake. And I'm like, I know, Dad. Like, I don't know how. This is what I've done my entire life. And it's maybe it's all the stories about the guns. Like you need to go to the house and how many brothers and sisters had the guns pulled on them, or how many people's lives were threatened, and all the tips and tools that we are given to make sure that we are being safe after we invade people's privacy and touch on one of the most sensitive subjects within a person. It's either religion or politics. So yes, let's do that. And by the way, let's send the little 2-year-old girl up there with the magazines in her hand, because nobody likes to shoot them. So I know many people have benefited so much from the skills that you can learn from being in the Jehovah's Witness publishing company called. I think my brothers benefited in many ways, like in their public speaking and in their friendliness. My brothers are, some of them, so easy to talk to. And I do attribute it to that. Like, that's just part of how their environment formed them. But for the rest of us, it's terrifying. And I think that little part of me snaps back to, like, these horrible worst case scenarios. I thank God sometimes that I'm not a man, because I cannot even handle, like, pressure to perform. I not it, and it freaks me out. And so I think that's what holds me back a little bit from doing these videos. So yeah, you like it, you don't like it, it doesn't matter, because I'm still gonna do it, because I'm just trying to force myself to learn to do something that I don't really like. I've seen a couple people popping in and out. It's pretty late my time. I'm gonna get back to doing my manicure, pedicure. And then I'm off for a staycation for the next 4 days, which time I plan on going to the assembly. Hope you guys come with me. So, I love you all. And Sue R., I know I owe you a response, and a few other people. Bear with me, guys. I love you. And I'll see you next time.